What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of History Behind the Horror. I'm your host, Tay, and for tonight's video, we will be talking about Lucas Baker from Resident Evil 7. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video by the end of it, and you would like to see more Resident Evil 7 content on this channel, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share it, comment what you want to see next, and make sure you subscribe because we got things coming up very soon that I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you enjoy the video. Lucas was apparently a bad seed, but despite his unruly ways, he was a gifted inventor and won several awards for his work, which he displayed in his room. He also mentioned having gotten a jigsaw puzzle from his mom as a reward for going to the hospital for a head scan. It is presumed that he is already mentally unstable. He also chronicled the time where he trapped one of his childhood bullies, Oliver, in the attic and sealed it with a remote, leaving him to die of thirst and starvation. He then fused the remote with one of his trophies, disguising it as a lamp to prevent Zoe from getting into the attic. By 2014, he and his sister were still living at their parents' house. After a storm hit the surrounding area, Lucas went outside to find a shipwrecked tanker. Telling his father about it, they went to investigate, but found only one survivor, Mia Winters. Lucas then brought Mia in. Jack eventually returned with a girl named Eveline as Lucas watched. He was irritated that Marguerite let Eveline have his old bedroom, although he nonetheless consented. After Eveline had woken up, Lucas wound up unconscious and eventually was dragged by Jack to meet Eveline, where she gave him her gift, with him telling his father not to do it in sheer terror.
Tomorrow morning, as the storm moves on. Out in the Gulf, reports of a missing ship have rescue crews combing the coast. We'll have the details on that search shortly. But first, record rain over the past few days has left many residents in some of the parishes knee-deep in floodwaters. On radar, we can see the system moving along to the northeast, losing strength as it goes. And by tomorrow morning, we should be home free.
Any news on the damage from the storm? They haven't said.
Marguerite, open up. Down another one.
I'm coming. Oh, she's so young.
Yeah, how's our other guest?
Sleeping, poor thing.
Well, I say let him. He'll be okay here for a few days. At least while till we can get him into town.
Zoe, go get some fresh clothes from the laundry room, okay? Oh, looks like there's some sort of oil spill or something.
Yes.
Let's get this poor girl some fresh clothes and into a warm bed. We'll put her in Lucas's old room.
Oh, come on, can't you put her somewhere else?
Oh, Lucas, you just hush. You've long outgrown that room. Always wanted to run a bed and breakfast.
You got your big break, didn't you? Get her to bed. I'll put some soup on.
All right, little girl, let's get you cleaned up.
They're mine now.
What?
Daddy, is the power out?
Lucas? What happened? Are you okay? What the hell's going on?
I know. I know. That's right. All are welcome. So many. So many. Mama, is that you? So, come look. come see her gift. Look at all the pretties my little girl is giving me! Kiss me, lover!
What the hell? Get to the garage! Get some rope! Go, now!
Oh, get out of my way, Jack! This girl's our family now, and we're hers!
Oh, woman! Get... Ah. Don't you make me do something I'll regret.
Mama? What the hell's going on? Stop it!
Don't you worry. It's a whole lot worse than it looks. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and man is pretty fucking close to meeting him right now. She wants me to do this. I have to show her how to hold her. She wants us all to show her our love.
Daddy!
You don't disappoint her now, do you? We can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Your new sister, Eveline. When I ask for rope, I expect to get rope. I'm just gonna have to teach you a lesson.
Daddy! What's gotten into you?
While you're under my roof, you'll do as I say you do.
Get away!
Zoe! I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong.
Mama!
Stay away! Don't touch her! Don't hurt my family!
I don't understand, Mama. What's going on?
Here! Take it! Take it! Oh. Go!
Don't worry, Mama. I'll go get help. Why is this happening?
Well now, there you are. Zoe, I've been looking for you.
Daddy! Stop it!
Oh, now this is how you hurt somebody.
Eveline, who had the ability to produce a mold substance and control people she came into physical contact with, managed to take control of the Baker family, Lucas included, grooming them and Mia to become her ideal family. Along with his father and mother, Lucas gained regenerative abilities, even being able to grow back his hand after Jack cut it off.
Eat it. It's good.
Dumb son of a bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
Yes.
However, Lucas was met by agents working for the Connections, who provided him with a serum that stopped Eveline from controlling him. In exchange, Lucas spied on his family for them. During this time of possession, Lucas also began building elaborate puzzles within the old family's barn, some of which were certain to cause the death of the victim, even when solved. He was also given the role of lead researcher, much to the dismay of another researcher who had a degree in microbiology from Stanford University. According to the researcher's note, he would commonly make test subjects fight each other and perform pointless autopsies. He eventually betrayed all researchers of the Connections and murdered them by locking them inside a room where they would be killed by molded in order to take Eveline's mold for himself. After the sewer gators arrived in Doles's haunted house and were confronted by Jack Baker, Lucas took Clancy Jarvis, the sole survivor, and forced him and Hoffman, another survivor, to play 21, a card game of Lucas's design where the loser would suffer painful consequences. Clancy soon proved himself to be the better card player between himself and Hoffman, leading to the latter's eventful death.
I'm gonna stay. I'll stay.
Okay, show 'em, fellas. The winner is Wait! You psycho fuck! You really did it!
Hell of a game, right? Put a few more fingers in it.
To hell with this.
Huh? Wait, what the hell?
I'm gonna stay.
Son of a...
I'm ending this. We're done now, right? You let me go now?
You are one cold son of a bitch! You impressed me so much, I'm gonna give you an extra reward. We gonna end the game. You and me. Oh, ain't life grand?
No! I can't take this anymore! Please! Please, God.
You, my friend, you are one lucky son of a bitch. You know, I actually envy you. What? You don't believe me? This short? Well, you can't fake this. It has taken me weeks to finish this, and it is finally ready. And it's all for you. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. It's gonna be fun. Just you wait.
Lucas later put him in the party room within the repurposed barn. After removing his bindings, he taunted Clancy into solving the puzzle, putting a candle on the cake, promising him freedom if he did. However, unknown to Clancy, Lucas had rigged the puzzle to require a winder, which would spill oil onto the floor. Completing the puzzle, the cake exploded and set fire to the room. Unable to extinguish the flames or escape, Clancy died as a result. Shortly after the flames died out, Lucas came into the room to retrieve the camera, taunting Clancy even after his death.
What the fuck is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. No!
Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
When Ethan Winters, Mia's husband, was captured by his father, Lucas attended dinner with his family to welcome him to their group, continually throwing food at him while he was unconscious. Eventually, Lucas threw a dinner plate at him, to which Jack responded by slicing off Lucas's hand, causing the latter to shout, "Not again," signifying that this wasn't the first time that it had happened. When a police officer arrived and knocked at the door, Lucas and Jack disappeared, possibly to either hide from or murder him. While Ethan was investigating the old family house, he found Mia in the basement. However, before he could find a way to her, Lucas appeared behind her and took her hostage. During Ethan's investigation of the old house and fight with Marguerite, Lucas placed key cards around the family's house and the key to access these rooms within the neck of the now deceased deputy. He later captured Zoe in the family trailer as she retrieved an ingredient to a cure for Evelyne's mold, leaving the severed molded head of the officer in the fridge with a note attached to it. As Ethan arrived at the trailer after collecting the ingredient, Lucas called his phone, and when Ethan answered it, taunted him, telling him about his capture of Zoe and sending him to collect key cards that would allow him to access the barn. Lucas also filmed a short video explaining to Ethan how he wants things to stay the way they are, setting a television up to play it.
Ethan. Ethan. Hold on. I got some for you. Looky what I've got. You know what this is for? You know what Zoe wants to do with this? She thinks this thing is special. No, Ethan. That ain't special. This right here is special. You see, Ethan, not everybody wants to turn back the clock. What, Eveline? I'm just trying to show him. Not everybody wants to go back to how things were. There's a stupid bitch. She doesn't understand that I don't want to go back to how things were before my father found y'all. Not everybody wants to turn back the clock. So Ethan, you can crawl around underneath that filthy, rotten house all you want looking for them ingredients, but you ain't gonna find a goddamn thing, Ethan. You'll need that serum? Ooh, baby. You're gonna have to come through me. You hear? Now, come on, Ethan. What do you say?
As Ethan progressed through the barn, foiling his traps and defeating the molded, Lucas would continuously mock and tease him, getting on Ethan's nerves. Once he had made it to the party room, Ethan completed the puzzle without releasing the oil. Angered, Lucas dropped a stick of dynamite in the room to kill Ethan, but it was instead used by the latter to escape. Furious at the twist of events, Lucas fled. He taunted him one last time via video recording, suggesting that he had more surprises in store for Ethan, but was not seen again afterwards, though his IED traps are seen when Ethan entered the salt mines.
I know. Fucking password, right? Why don't you try 0814? No! 0621. No, it's 0514. Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Blue Umbrella Special Forces team surveyed the Baker Ranch, and Chris Redfield reports that Lucas was in the salt mines and that he was going to look for him. After helping Ethan kill Eveline, Chris entered the salt mines in pursuit of Lucas.
Is it ready? Can we begin? I can't help it, man. We've got work to do.
Did we lose him?
No. Ethan Winters has been secured. He's alive and well, considering.
And Lucas Baker? Right now, he's our only link to the connections.
He's next on my list. All right, I'm in the mine.
Signal strong. You're coming through loud and clear, Chris. We didn't get much from the first unit before we lost contact, but apparently Lucas turned the mine into his own personal hideout.
How many men did we lose?
3 of our best. Their last transmission was near a lab that should be just ahead. I'm going to need you to check it out.
Got it.
At an undisclosed point in time, Lucas betrayed the connection scientists working with him, feeding them all to the molded before covering the incident up as an accident. With Umbrella in hot pursuit and a third party in need of the E-Series data, Lucas commenced a final effort to complete his transactions and cut ties with his former business partners. He captured 3 Umbrella soldiers working under Chris in order to use them as bait. When Chris attempted to save the first of these captured operatives, Lucas, under the guise of another operative, attached a plastic explosive to Chris's arm before detonating a similar bomb on his hostage's neck.
I'm getting you out of here.
Leave me. It's too late.
We're both walking out of here.
I got news for you.
What?
That's not gonna happen. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Now, you can try and take that off all you want, but I'd advise against. My hand might slip and...
Lucas! Stop!
Oops. Now, here's the deal, Chris. You don't follow me, and I don't bounce your head off the ceiling. Oh, the same goes for your little soldier brains, too. Adios. Muchachos.
Lucas proceeded to release E-type spores throughout the mines as a further means of trying to kill Chris. He later decapitated the second captive soldier with a buzzsaw and blew the final operative's head off with another remote bomb. Mocking Chris, he activated the bomb on his arm, although Chris was able to remove it in time by freezing it with liquid nitrogen.
Hey, you still with us?
Yeah, it's you. Thanks. I was beginning to think we'd been left behind. I think we can get out this way. Luke is a fucking psycho. Not sure what's worse, him or those things. We gotta get out of here. over here. We can get out, up through there. Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck! 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 Get the thing off of me! No!
I don't know about you, Christopher, but I'm getting real tired of playing games.
3 men, Lucas. 3 of my men dead because of you. This ends, and it ends now.
Well, I don't think so. It's about to be 4 dead soldiers in a minute. You're going to fail, then you are going to die.
This is gonna work.
Hurry, Chris!
Here goes nothing. That did it.
Take it off before it thaws and restarts.
Shit!
You alright, Chris?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, Lucas. It's just you and me.
Lucas eventually activates the self-destruct mode of the salt mine as a last-ditch effort to kill Chris. Thinking Chris was dead from the explosion, he sent an email about Eveline's data to the unknown third party before being chased one final time by Chris.
Okay, no more, alright? I don't have anything left.
You won't get any sympathy from me, asshole.
I know. I've done terrible things. Horrible things. I killed your man. I tortured them. And I enjoyed every second, soldier boy. Just like I'm going to enjoy watching you burn.
Commencing countdown to detonation.
You hear that? Sounds like time's running out for you. Tick tock, Christopher. Tick tock.
You're gonna kill me, just kill me. For the love of God, shut the fuck up!
Well, I wish I could stay and watch you burn to death. But I can't. I have it elsewhere to be. Bye-bye.
God damn it!
Oh, fuck!
Lucas!
How the hell are you still alive? You should be dead.
We got your emails. We know you're funneling info to someone.
That's none of your goddamn business, Chris. A lot of people out there want to know about our little Evie. A lot of people.
Your friends, the connections, know about this? They don't strike me as the forgiving type.
That's my business. You let me worry about that. You're about to have your hands full.
I can't. I don't. No. I don't believe it.
Believe it. It's over.
No. No way.
Just shut up and accept it, Lucas.
Love that, wouldn't you? Oh boy.
So this is what it feels like.
We've got a situation down here.
Infection is at critical mass.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, I've got something for you. You're a fucking squirrel.
You're going to need to proceed with caution. Extreme caution.
Oh, well, that's different. Like it haven't been since we got here.
You had to come in here and mess things up, didn't you?
Oxygen supply station ready for service.
Game over. Finally.
Chris, the data transfer is almost complete.
How do I stop it?
You need to find a way to shut down the server. There may be some transformer relays you can...
from you, River. What's the sit rep?
The facility is clear. Even the newer breeds have been neutralized.
And I'm out of here.
Perimeter wall is up and operational.
Good. Think we did any good here?
Not for them, unfortunately. But the mold is contained. Hopefully, they're Evie's last victims.
Hopefully.
Chris, there's a call for you. You need to take it back at the camp.
All right. I'm on my way.
Name, Lucas Baker. Date of birth, 1992. Gender, male. Race, Caucasian American. Status, deceased. Date of death, July 20th, 2017. Age, 25. And that ends yet another episode of History Behind the Horror. And I believe this is our longest video we had in a very long time. I know I haven't really been into the Resident Evil 7 side of horror in a long time, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do it now, and I'm glad I did, because Lucas Baker is now my favorite character. Not even like antagonist or protagonist, just a whole, as a whole, he's my favorite character in Resident Evil 7, or even maybe in the Resident Evil universe. No, never mind, that's Wesker. I love Wesker. But yeah, it was a lot more to Lucas that I didn't even know, and I'm actually really glad, like I said, I did this video, because I learned a lot about this character, and I really hope you guys learned a lot too, because this character was he had a lot to him. I thought Jack had a lot to him, and I was like more interested in Jack, and even somewhat of Ethan, but even a little bit of Eveline. But Lucas, he had like, to me, he's like the biggest part of this whole thing, because he had connections with the people named Connections. He had the serum, so he wasn't crazy. I didn't even know that. Like, he still had the powers, but he didn't have, like, he wasn't crazy or nothing. And then we found out that he can still even transform into a monster, just like Marguerite, excuse me, can, and Jack can. And overall, his personality is just a lot better than all of these characters combined. It's better than Zoe, Mia, Eveline, Marguerite. Like I said, I thought it was the father. I just forgot his name that quick. I'm gonna just call him Mr. Baker. I'm sorry, but his personality, Jack. Excuse me, but his personality is a lot better than Jack's. I thought Jack was kind of a funny dude in this whole story, but Lucas turns out to be the even more funnier person, and with a bigger personality, and, you know, saying a lot of jokes and saying a lot of crazy things. And he's just like one of those characters who just didn't care. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do, and I like kind of characters like that. Kind of like Voss from Far Cry 3. I love Voss from Far Cry 3. He's one of my favorite antagonists in any video game because of his personality. He's a crazy dude. He's a cool person, and you know, it was a crazy experience, and I'm glad I actually playing this game, and I'm glad you guys watched this full thing if you did, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it if you did. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of History Behind the Horror. If you did enjoy it, a like would be appreciated, a share would be appreciated, and put in the comments for your favorite parts and what would you like to see next on the show. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode of History Behind the Horror.